Hello, welcome to Writings from the Hills. This week we are spotlighting Freedom Lies Across the River. This is manumission and the development of the Underground Railroad in Lawrence County, Ohio. This was written by Carrie Eldridge. The picture on the front is a view of Virginia Shore to Burlington, Ohio at the Ohio River's Great Western Bend. And keep in mind, in Lawrence County, we had three major places where slaves could cross into Ohio, and that was at Proctorville, Burlington, and Ironton. All three locations were very active in the Underground Railroad. In Ironton, you had Gabe Johnson and James Ditcher. Both were conductors on the railroad. You also had John Campbell and Hiram Campbell, as well as some other people participate. At Burlington, you had the Burlington 37 and the Macedonia Church, and a lot of the members of the church and of the Burlington 37 also participated in the Underground Railroad. And again, Proctorville, there was another place there. Again, very popular. And of course, Ironton and Lawrence County, connecting into what was Virginia and Kentucky, now West Virginia, of course, made it a perfect location for people to cross over and get to freedom. There's quite a few different chapters and maps in this book. I'm going to start with chapter 4. Lawrence County had several unique features. Its eastern and southern boundaries are the Ohio River, but it does not own the river. It is also Ohio's most southern county, almost 50 miles south of Cincinnati, on the western corner of the state. Created in 1817, the county lies across the Ohio River from Cabell County, West Virginia, on the east, and Boyd County, Kentucky, on the south. Today, still a rural area, it is only one city with more than 20,000 people, while the whole county has a population of only 61,781 in 2020. In 1820, the county had a population of 3,499, and its county seat, Burlington, was located on the eastern side of the county across the Ohio River from Cabell County, Virginia, which of course later became West Virginia, and near the river port of Wyandotte. The Lawrence County seat was moved downriver to Ironton in 1852 after the iron ore industry developed in that area. Ironton was on the southern side of the county across the Ohio River from Ashland, Kentucky, which was known as Pogue's Landing for many years. From 1817 to 1852, Burlington was a river port as well as a county seat of Lawrence County. The economy was mostly agricultural with small farms or orchards. The main highway was the Ohio River. Each community had a riverboat landing, but roads to connect the villages were mere horse paths. As an old road engineer in the 19th century wrote that no farmer wanted a road over good land, and most insisted the roads go up and down the many hills at 40% grades. One road of importance was named the Old Jackson Road. Surveyed in June of 1817, it was established in July of the same year and connected the county seats of Lawrence County, Burlington at the time, and Jackson County, Jackson. This trail allowed the pioneers to disembark their rafts at Burlington and trek north to the better lands of Jackson County. At the same time, the old road allowed the farmers from Jackson County and the interior of Lawrence County to have an outlet on the Ohio River. They could load their farm products onto rafts or riverboats and send them to large cities such as Cincinnati and Louisville, where ready markets paid higher prices. In its heyday, the old Jackson Road left the Ohio River and ran out Macedonia Road and past the Macedonia Church on the hill. This is probably the early route for escaped slaves. The area was isolated, and the road continued north to the free black community called Poke Patch. A strange thing happened to the old Jackson Road. After the county seat moved from Burlington to Ironton in 1852, it was almost forgotten. A new road was laid out from Ironton to Jackson that connected all the iron furnaces along the Iron Railroad. This eventually became Ohio Route 93, the region's main highway. The old Jackson Road disappeared into the past. Today, most of the old road can still be located by township roads and private drives, but it can no longer be followed from the Ohio River to Peg Patch. There are 2 sections through private lands now closed, while the Wayne National Forest has created a horse trail along the section of the head of Aaron's Creek in Ade and Decatur Township. And although these 3 sections are each just about a mile long, the detours around the closed areas can be daunting. One fact about the road remains. This was the route of the local Underground Railroad. After much of the county population moved to Ironton, the old road was reasonably safe, and it led directly north from the Ohio River to Poke Patch. If the runaway could reach the area near Rock Camp, about 10 miles from the river, he could make the rest of the trip to Poke Patch in one night. Few slave catchers would have traveled the 35 miles to Poke Patch, nor could they have confronted the serious people who lived there. Well, that is just one section out of Freedom Lies Across the River. This is by Carrie Eldridge. This copy is available in our genealogy department, so it cannot be checked out, but it is always available. I hope you enjoy this book, and I will see you next time.